Imagine a mind so brilliant that it reshapes the very fabric of our understanding of the universe. A mind that, despite facing one of the most cruel and debilitating diseases known to humanity, refused to be bound by the limitations of the body. Stephen Hawking's life was a testament to the sheer power of the human spirit. He didn't just study the stars, he became a force that reached for them, defying not only the constraints of science, but also the very nature of human existence itself. But here's the thing, Stephen Hawking didn't just leave us with equations and theories, he left us with words. Words that hold the key to unlocking our own potential. Words that speak to a truth greater than science, a truth about how to live, how to think, and how to overcome the challenges that life throws at us. His words didn't just challenge the laws of physics, they challenged the very way we perceive our own limitations. He reminded us that the real power in life doesn't lie in what happens to us, but in how we respond to it. The quotes you're about to hear are not mere statements. They are fire waiting to ignite the dormant potential inside you. They are calls to action that demand you rise above your circumstances, look beyond the chaos of today, and focus on the endless possibilities of tomorrow. Stephen Hawking's words are a reminder that you are not defined by the obstacles in front of you, but by the courage you have to transcend them. The universe is vast, but your potential is even greater. And just like Hawking, you have the power to reach beyond your current reality and break free from the limitations that bind you. This is more than a collection of inspiring quotes. This is a call to greatness. It's time to rise, to break free, and to unlock the power that lies within you. Let Stephen Hawking's most powerful words become your guiding light, your fuel, and your reminder that the stars are not as far out of reach as you think. This is your moment to realize what's possible if you dare to look beyond what you see today and aim for something greater. Things 1. Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. There are moments in life when you need a reminder to pull yourself out of the day-to-day grind, to look beyond the struggles, and to aim for something greater. Stephen Hawking's words give us a lot of those moments. He wasn't just a brilliant mind. He was a beacon of what's possible when you refuse to let limitations define you. He faced unimaginable physical challenges, yet his mind soared far beyond what most could ever imagine. One of the most powerful things he said was, "Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet." It's simple, yet it holds so much meaning. This is more than just a nice quote. It's a call to focus on the big picture, to keep your eyes on your highest aspirations, to not get lost in the small, frustrating details of life. Every day, life tries to pull you down, doesn't it? It tries to tell you that the obstacles in front of you are insurmountable. Maybe you wake up and feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Maybe you're stuck in a routine that feels never-ending. Maybe things aren't going the way you planned. It happens to all of us. But in those moments, it's easy to forget the bigger purpose. It's easy to lose sight of what's possible. That's where Hawking's words come in. Looking down at your feet, what does that mean? It means getting caught up in the small stuff. We all do it. We focus on the immediate, on the frustrations that feel so real in the moment. Maybe it's a difficult project at work, a conflict with a friend, or even personal doubt. It can feel like these challenges are all there is. They demand our attention, and they pull us deeper into worry, into a narrow way of thinking. But focusing on the small stuff keeps you from seeing the bigger picture. Now, looking up at the stars is a metaphor for something different. It's about shifting your focus to something larger. The stars, in Hawking's world, were the mysteries of the universe. For you, the stars might be your dreams, your highest goals, or even the things that inspire you, things that give you hope and motivation. When you look up, you open your mind to what could be. You stop limiting yourself to the world as it is right now and start thinking about what it could become. This is about perspective. We get so caught up in the day-to-day that we forget to lift our gaze. It's not about ignoring the challenges in front of us. It's about realizing that there's more to life than the present moment. There's an entire universe of possibilities out there waiting for you to reach for them. And just like Hawking did, you can reach beyond your current circumstances, beyond what others think is possible for you. Hawking's own life is a testament to this philosophy. Here's a man who was given a prognosis of only a few years to live due to ALS. Yet, he went on to make some of the most profound discoveries in the history of physics. He didn't focus on the limitations of his body. He focused on the limitless possibilities of his mind. He looked up, not down, and in doing so, he changed the world. You may not have the same challenges that Hawking faced, but the lesson is the same. Don't let the difficulties of today limit your vision of tomorrow. If you're stuck, if you're feeling like life is just too much to handle, remember those stars. They're a reminder that there's always more out there. There's always more for you to discover, more for you to achieve, and more for you to experience. Life isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving, reaching higher, and growing. When you're lost in the details, when you're stuck in the weeds, take a moment to step back. Look up, see the bigger picture, and don't think that looking up is just about achieving some far-off dream either. It's about perspective in every aspect of your life, even the small stuff. Looking up means that in every situation, you choose to focus on what's possible, not on what's holding you back. It's a shift in your mindset, a shift that will affect everything you do. Hawking's quote also speaks to the importance of hope. In life, there are so many things that can pull us down, but hope is what keeps us looking up. Hope is what keeps us searching, keeps us striving for something better. Without hope, we stop dreaming. We stop moving forward. We settle. And once you settle, you stop living. Think about that for a moment. What are your stars? What are those things that inspire you to reach higher, to push further? Maybe it's a goal you've always wanted to achieve, or a dream you've been afraid to pursue. Maybe it's a bigger vision for your life that's been hidden behind fear and doubt. Whatever it is, that's your star. And you owe it to yourself to keep your eyes on it, no matter how hard life gets. It's not about ignoring the challenges, the struggles, or the frustrations you face. It's about not letting them define you. It's about remembering that the stars are still there, shining bright. It's about refusing to let the weight of the world pull you down. The stars represent your potential. Torches, they represent everything that's possible for you. When you focus on them, you'll find the strength to overcome whatever is in your way. So, next time you feel overwhelmed or lost, remember to look up at the stars. Remember that the universe is vast, and so are the opportunities before you. You are capable of achieving far more than you can even imagine right now. Don't let the small stuff distract you. Don't let life's challenges stop you from seeing the bigger picture. Keep your eyes on your stars and reach for them every single day. When you focus on what's possible, you'll find yourself moving forward. And that's the key. Keep moving forward. Keep looking up and never stop reaching for the stars. Because once you do, you'll realize that there's no limit to what you can accomplish. Just like Hawking, you'll find that there's no obstacle too great for a mind that refuses to stop dreaming. This is the power of perspective. This is the power of looking up. Keep looking up. Keep reaching, and you will go farther than you ever thought possible. Things too, the greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. When you choose to look up at the stars, you're not just aiming for distant dreams or hoping for better days. You're setting your mind on possibilities that stretch far beyond the limitations of the present. This shift in focus doesn't just affect how you see the world, it changes how you live in it. It's easy to get bogged down by what's in front of you. We've all been there, caught in the details, overwhelmed by the obstacles, feeling as though life is just one problem after another. The bills, the deadlines, the challenges with people, it feels like these are the things that demand your attention, and rightfully so. You've got responsibilities, you've got commitments, and all of these things need your focus. But here's where it gets tricky. When you focus too much on the small stuff, you lose sight of your potential. The future gets lost in the noise of the present. And that's exactly why Hawking's message is so vital. He understood better than most how easy it is to get swallowed up by the mundane. When you're facing health challenges that limit your physical abilities, it can be tempting to focus all your energy on what you can't do. The danger is that if you focus too long on what you can't do, you forget what you can do. The stars remind us that there is always something greater than our current situation, always something worth aiming for. We need that reminder sometimes that despite all the obstacles, there is always more to life than the struggle. You have the ability to reach beyond what you can currently see. It's about believing that the next step forward is possible. It's about having faith that even though you may not know exactly how things will unfold, you can still make progress, you can still make a difference. Now, think about this. Imagine the universe. Think about how vast it is. Endless galaxies, billions of stars, each one a possibility in its own right. What if you adopt that same mindset? What if you thought about your life, your potential, your future in the same way? Instead of seeing a world full of obstacles, you saw a world full of opportunities, a world where anything is possible. That's the mindset you need. When you look up, you are literally looking toward all the possibilities, all the opportunities that lie ahead. You're not bound by the limitations of your current circumstances. You're free to dream and to reach as far as you want. But it's not just about having big dreams. It's about having the courage to chase them. And here's the truth. When you start looking up, when you stop focusing on your feet and start focusing on your stars, you will face challenges. You will face doubt. But that's okay, because every step you take, no matter how difficult, brings you closer to those stars. Looking up means you understand that the road will be tough, but you're still going to keep walking. One of the greatest truths of life is that growth never comes from staying in your comfort zone. The world is not designed for you to stay small. The world is designed for you to stretch, to grow, to rise. But the only way to grow is to keep your eyes on something bigger than where you are right now. You can't just be satisfied with the way things are. You need to look ahead, aim higher, and keep reaching for something more. It's this constant push toward your stars that will fuel your journey. Here's the beauty of looking up at the stars. When you keep your vision on the bigger picture, you start to see your obstacles differently. They're no longer the mountains that can't be climbed. They become challenges to overcome. Every setback becomes an opportunity to grow, and every failure is just a lesson in disguise. Life doesn't have to be a constant battle. When you focus on your stars, you start to see each day as another step closer to achieving what you were meant to do. Think about the people who inspire you. They didn't get to where they are by focusing only on the immediate problems in front of them. They didn't achieve greatness by letting the small stuff stop them. They achieved greatness because they looked up. They kept their eyes on the bigger picture. And if they can do it, so can you. But here's the thing, this kind of thinking doesn't come easy. It's not about simply wishing for better days or imagining a brighter future. It's about putting in the work. It's about getting up every single day and choosing to believe that the stars are out there waiting for you to reach them. It's about making choices that align with your highest vision. Even when the path is unclear, even when the road gets tough, looking up is a mindset. It's a commitment to seeing the world as full of potential, not limitations. It's about choosing to believe that no matter how heavy the load you're carrying, you can rise. You can rise above it, reach for the stars, and keep moving forward. You might not always have all the answers. You might not always have a clear path, but you can always choose to look up. You can always choose to focus on what's possible. And when you do, you'll be amazed at how your world begins to shift. The small stuff starts to lose its power over you. The obstacles begin to feel less like roadblocks and more like stepping stones. Remember, the stars are always there, waiting for you. And they're not just a symbol of distant dreams, they're the representation of your true potential. They remind you that you're capable of far more than you realize. When you choose to look up, you choose to unlock that potential. You choose to believe that your future is bright and full of possibility. So no matter what you're facing right now, keep looking up, keep focusing on the stars. The challenges you face today are only temporary. The dreams you're reaching for are permanent. Your potential is limitless. Keep going. The stars are waiting for you, and you are more than capable of reaching them. Things 3, however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. There's something powerful about the way Stephen Hawking framed knowledge. He didn't just see it as a set of facts or figures to memorize. He understood it as a living, breathing force that grows and evolves with us. His perspective on knowledge can change the way we approach learning, thinking, and even living. When he said, "The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge," he wasn't just sharing a philosophical idea. He was offering a blueprint for success in life and personal growth. Think about that for a second. The illusion of knowledge. How often do we feel like we know something just because we've heard it before? How often do we stop questioning, stop digging deeper, just because we think we've already got it all figured out? It's easy to believe we know things, especially in today's world where information is constantly at our fingertips. But that's the trap. It's easy to mistake familiarity with understanding. And this is the heart of Hawking's message. Knowledge is not about what you know today. It's about your willingness to continue learning, questioning, and evolving. Knowledge isn't static, it's dynamic. It's about being open to change, open to new perspectives, and open to the possibility that what you thought you knew might not be the whole picture. And this is where so many of us get stuck. We stop growing the moment we feel like we know something. You see, when we fall into the trap of the illusion of knowledge, we close off our ability to learn. We become rigid. Our minds get locked into a set of beliefs, a way of thinking, and we stop looking for new answers. The problem with that is the world is constantly changing. New discoveries are being made every day. New technologies, new ideas, new ways of living. The moment you stop questioning, stop challenging yourself to grow, you stop moving forward. And that's dangerous. The real enemy of knowledge is not ignorance. It's the mindset that says, "I already know." And here's the thing, even when you think you know, you probably don't know as much as you think. Hawking, with all his brilliance, never stopped seeking knowledge. Even in the face of his debilitating illness, he continued to learn, to discover, to ask questions. Why? Because he understood that the moment you stop seeking knowledge is the moment you stop growing. It's easy to think of knowledge as a destination, but it's not. It's a journey. And every step you take in that journey requires you to remain humble, to remember that there's always more to learn, always more to understand, and always a new way of looking at the world. The most successful people, those who truly change the world, are the ones who stay curious, They don't stop asking questions, don't stop exploring new possibilities. They remain open to the idea that their current understanding might not be the whole truth. This isn't just about book smarts either, it's about life experience. It's about learning from every situation, every person, and every failure. Every conversation you have, every challenge you face, every new experience is an opportunity to grow. But you can only take full advantage of that if you stay open, if you stay humble enough to acknowledge that you don't know it all, that there's always something new out there for you to learn.